Hey there everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot and I'm Kay. Welcome back for another reading. We're going to do an alphabet reading here. I'm going to pull a tile randomly and a birth year randomly. So whatever tile I pull today, I just need you to know that if it's J, for example, that I pull, then that is for J names. Whether you're female, male, or whether you, and I pulled 74, let's say, for birth year. Whether you're born in 74 or not, it doesn't matter. You're a J name. Okay, so if that's what it is, you're good. It's just if with the birth year, it just adds another element, like an extra, just kind of an extra perk for somebody who's a J name who also might be born in 1974. Okay, so that, but otherwise, just ignore the 1974 and just go with the J name. All right, let's begin. I've shook because it's so noisy. Archangel Michael, can you please help me pick the tiles of the ones who will be present for the reading today? 1985, F. Okay. So we have, that'll go in here. So it's not going to be chosen again this month. And same with the year, the birth year. Okay, let's get going. F names, whether you're born in 1985 or not, it's an F name reading. We're going to do the Celtic Cross spread, and we will begin with the current situation, the overall energies, and I'm using the Northern Animal Tarot, a new deck. Cut. I've already shuffled quite a bit before, so let's hit the ground running. We have, oh jeez. I'm so sorry, F names, whether you're born in 1985 or not, I'm so sorry. This is the Three of Hearts. It's a broken heart. Somebody has a broken heart. And perhaps maybe be feeling rejected or has been, or has a broken heart because you're thinking about how you rejected somebody. Yeah, you could, okay. Distant, Knight of Wands, that's like player mode, right? Probably so. I wouldn't say it's about having a not divinely inspired new passionate path. Let's see, recent, yeah, 10 of Swords, a betrayal. What are you thinking about? The Devil. Oh my goodness. Bridging energies, F names. Oh, the Five of Swords. What are you afraid of? Judgment, being judged. Holy moly. In your environment, we have the Six of Cups. Wow. Holy cow. So before I go any further, we have someone who's brokenhearted because either they've been rejected or they rejected somebody else. They rejected somebody, I say, and you're feeling brokenhearted about that. Or you've been rejected because somebody played you in the distant past, or you played somebody and you broke their heart. I mean, you see that as betrayal, or you've been betrayed. And all you can think about right now is the toxic selfishness of that person or of yourself. And the bridging energy is self-sabotaging. Do anything I can. Or laying it down. You might be making the decision to lay it down. We'll have to see. But this is jealousy, too. It's winning at all costs, jealousy, and just challenging, really challenging, deceptive too. But you know, you don't want to be judged. You're afraid of being judged by the one that you see from your past, that you adore, you admire, or love, or care for deeply. Okay, so that's so far. We have the Fool. That's just your hopes. You're hoping to be able to put it all behind you and step forward spontaneously and with excitement, taking a leap of faith towards a brand new future that's full of sun, right? And then we have the Lovers as an outcome. Wow. So you may be in a position that you have to make a decision, or you've already chosen at this point, and you know you're going to your lover who is a, true soulmate, not a karmic soulmate. There's the Five of Cups. who you miss dearly. You miss dearly, dearly, dearly miss. And that you turned your back on them at one point in time, but you're looking at them now. You're saying, I'm turning my back on what I chose in the past. Because there's no ship in the water here, but that's basically what it is, that you're looking across the horizon to see that there's more for you elsewhere. Okay, in the environment, the Wheel of Fortune, somebody has been on the Wheel of Fortune, has been, having some fortunate events going in their favor. Some that you see that. Okay, what else? The Star. Oh, wow. Okay, so this person has healed. And they're moving forward on a destined path, new or otherwise. But they healed, so it would be a destined path of fortune, right? Good fortune. Wow. So, back of the deck. 9 of Swords, that's put you up in your head with all sorts of thoughts that keep you from being able to get the rest, putting your mind at rest, being able to put your body to rest, to get sleep. You're losing sleep. Because your desire is to move from whatever you did in the past, or whatever someone else has done to you. You're trying to get away from that, move away from those energies to calmer waters, which is with somebody who you find is to be makes you incredibly happy. You feel like you reconnect and hook up with her or him, that your life is going to be full of sunshine and rainbows. And yeah, there will be bumps still, but not bumps that you haven't handled before because of what you've been dealing with in the past. Growing, right? You're growing. Yeah. Wow. And so this would be growth and expansion, a life full of growth and expansion. Enlightenment, possibly the divine will be something that will be very, very, a very strong connection with your own divinity. This is somebody that you want to join up with, reunite, and celebrate in happy times, socially with as well, dating, go out on dates with them, taking them out for dinner, going to a movie, going to a concert or the opera, or to some kind of dance hall or something, whatever floats your boat. And it's somebody you've been keeping an eye on for a long time. Yeah, this is keep an eye on somebody from a distance. All right. And it's the internet card, right? It's a messenger because it's a page. It's a messenger card. So you may be wanting to reach out to her too through the internet. Like that would be email or social media messaging. Okay. Or you might send them a voicemail or call them or show up. But usually this is media stuff. Okay. All right. So, let's see now. I've got to turn my computer on. Hang on a second. Yeah. Oh, we got the High Priestess and the Emperor here. But the Hierophant, King of Pentacles are all really good cards. Okay, so let's start clarifying for you F names. Whether you're born in 1985 or not, it doesn't matter. You're still an F name. Okay, we got the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. Wow. Queen of Wands. You know who that is, don't you? Knight of Pentacles with the Magician. There's the Ace of Pentacles too. So, yeah, the one that you feel broken heart over is the Queen of Wands. Somebody who was you were highly attracted to in the past. Highly attracted to. Just one moment, please. Yeah, I'm just trying to turn my computer on. Anyways, you were highly attracted to them. And, you've seen her as a very outgoing, go-getter type of person. with a lot of charisma and just a smart person who was good looking and just full of life. Okay, you also acknowledge that they're deeply connected to their own spirituality. They are intuitive. They know secrets and they're not telling anybody. Okay, so this is like perhaps you're not hearing from them and it could be that you haven't been telling her how you think about her. Okay, but you're manifesting a Knight of Pentacles, which is a trustworthy, loyal type of individual who makes his mark, who moves forward stupendously, superbly. You are persevering, and you're not going to fail making your mark, because that's the turtle in the hare story. Turtle wins, crosses the finish line, because he methodically trods forward. Yes. But yep, so either the Queen of Wands rejected you, or you rejected the Queen of Wands back then. And you kept to yourself and didn't say a word. But all the while, you've been manifesting a way to inch forward towards her, to move slowly forward towards her. What's the Knight of Wands in the distant past? You know what I want to do? I want to see if Archangel Michael, please tell us here, before we go any further, if you will, please. May not, but if you will, I sure would like to find out. Who is the one that was rejected? Who rejected who? Was it the F name rejected this person over here that they see as their, nostalgically remember as their past lover, I guess? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Was it the Queen of Wands that rejected F name? This is the Four of Wands, the Three of Coins, and the Four of, with the King of Swords. Well, there you go. Okay, thank you, Archangel Michael. Yeah, you were married. This is what that tells me. Four of Wands, you were married. So she was the other woman. The Queen of Wands was the other woman. You were married. You put her in a work related, or you were in a third party with her, whether it was somebody you knew from work or somebody you got to know because you were at work. Just maybe travel for work, that kind of thing. And you broke her heart. And she's been healing, but you've been having to heal from that too, because it broke your heart too. That the healing too here is that you were in a third party and you had to heal all that. You were healing your marriage, you were healing your relationship by having cut her out of your life, because perhaps your wife found out about the Queen of Wands and you had to make a decision to cut her out of your life, and perhaps you got divorced. Okay, so let's put these back. That's great. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael. It was you. You broke somebody's heart because you rejected them. And in turn, I think now you're feeling rejected and brokenhearted. Whether it's rejected by your wife, or just feeling rejected because your Queen of Wands is not saying a word, meaning to you, that's like she doesn't want to have you in her life. That's what you're thinking. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, wow. Okay, this is the distant past energy. We have the Tower. We have the Knight of Wands, that's player energy, where you were pretending to be all independent and on your own kind of thing, like just, you were at work and you were independently doing well. Okay, independently. That's the operative word. Tower came in and said, we're going to blow all the sneaky, deceptive, lying, cheating, and energies that you live by away, and your wife's going to find out, and you're not going to be talking to. You will not be talking to your Queen of Wands anymore, and you and your wife are going to have arguments and disagreements. There are going to be arguments back and forth. Because you'll be saying something like, she doesn't mean anything to me. She didn't mean anything to me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll never do it again. She didn't mean a thing to me. And what about you? What have you been doing? Well, you're not perfectly innocent in all this either. That kind of argument she'd be saying, don't you say those, and arguing back. And then if she doesn't mean anything to you, then I must not mean anything to you. Just arguments back and forth. A card fell on the floor for clarifying the Ten of Swords. So I got to pick it up. So just give me 1 second, guys. Oh, I stepped on it. Oh, it's the 8 of Coins. There we go. Working hard, making an effort. Nine of Pentacles, independently. 3 of Pentacles, that's working again. And the Hanged Beast, the Hanged Man. So, it was while you were working hard to make the Pentacles, that she was pretending to be single, just like you did back here. This is your wife we're talking about. She's pretending to be single and making connections with guys that maybe through where she was working. Okay, this is a third party. She put you in a third party, or she put you in a third party who was somebody who was single, but she was at least behaving she was single, and it put you in the Hangman. The Hanged Beast, it says, the Hangman position, where you just felt like, oh my God, look at me. I'm like downtrodden. I've got 10 swords in my back. I'm stuck to the earth. I can't move. That's where you were for a while. You were hanging out because you just didn't know what to do. It was just such a shock for you. But during this time, when you're being hung upside down, you're getting a new perspective. You're seeing things differently, from a different perspective, from upside down, right? You're getting that opportunity to spend that time where you're just not making any decisions to do anything, so that you can see the best course forward. I keep throwing these cards on the floor. But yeah, you've been working hard. And while you've been working hard to give her the best and the finest and whatever, she's pretending to be single, and or she's hanging out with somebody who's single, and puts you in a third party position. And now you're feeling like, oh my God, might have taken a lot out of you, and you just haven't been able to move forward. You just didn't matter what you tried. You were just like, I just don't have it in me right now. It's time to rest. Now there's 3 cards on the floor. This is for what you're thinking about, the devil, toxic energy. Let's see. So we have the Page of Cups, the 5 of Coins, and the Temperance card. Okay, with the 9 of Pentacles, Cups, 9 of Cups. So toxicity, somebody's been naive and foolishly giving their cup of love to somebody else, which left you feeling out in the cold. Been out in the cold with the 5 of Coins. Needing to, I just need to coast for a while because I just don't know what the heck I need to do. And all I know is that it's time for me to be able to celebrate, or it's because of the deception and the overindulgence on my own behalf in the past, also of my wife's excuse me, overindulgence behaviors, right? But you want this. Oh, this is the 10 of Cups. Never mind. Once I think of the 9 of Cups, this is the 10 of Cups. This is your marriage, yeah. So you need to heal. Maybe you're thinking too that you could heal your marriage, but you need it to hang upside down and find some balance. Get yourself into more of a temperate energy, because you just feel left out, like you're looking from the outside in on everybody and you're the only one out there, and you just feel like you naively gave somebody your cup and they naively gave somebody your cup, and all it did was lead to a lifetime of, possessiveness, selfishness, material focus. It's been toxic. It's been a toxic relationship, a toxic marriage. It has not been a happily ever after, to sum it up. Sabotaging ways, 5 of Swords. So that's what you've been thinking about. So you still haven't really been moving. F names. Self-sabotaging, and that could be the Hierophant. That could be there's some healing, because you're healing, but at the same time you might be spending too much time in your fears and doubts, and just not knowing how to do things, how to deal with it, how to do things so that you're not, because you're just feeling a lot of jealousy because of what your wife's been doing. You're jealous, and I don't blame you. You thought you had a really great marriage with her. You really thought you did, but you're finding out, though, through your self-reflection during these times of hanging in the hangman position and your temperance, about reconnecting with your divinity in you, so that you can find a clear way forward, because things have been anything but clear for you. They have been hidden and secretive. You have been challenged with being able to find clarity in your life. God is perhaps somebody who you've enlisted, if you already have, you've re-enlisted, or you are already connected. You are turning to your higher authority for some clarity here, because you are feeling very, very, now this would be in the reverse, because this is about inspired, seizing the day to go forward to somebody and tell them the truth. This is you being angry at how you've been unclear and left in the dark, and that you're trying to deal with a broken heart. That's what you're trying to deal with, a broken heart. But that is all with you not taking any action to get yourself out of the situation, like confront your wife and tell your wife that either she gives up her ways, or you give up on her, and we're going to end this marriage. Because it's one thing to receive enlightenment, but you have to take action. It means following your heart's truest desire. And if you're not doing it, you're actually betraying yourself. That's self-sabotaging energy, okay? If this is somebody that you think about often, but you're not doing anything other than, laying it down, like just hanging out, trying to be enlightened, just trying to heal. This is coasting, meaning, yes, excuse me, you're going to heal. It's an attempt to heal, right? While by doing nothing, but you can't keep doing nothing. You have to do something. And your bridging energy right here is self-sabotaging behavior, which means you're still full of fear, you're still unclear, you're still angry, and you're still in need of healing your broken heart, like letting that go. Okay, let's talk about her energy for our F names. Whether you're born in 1985 or not, let's talk about her energies. This is what you want with her, right? But you're here. So she's looking at the past, looking at what she's sown, and probably is looking for to do more, because she wants to have a long-term commitment with someone and a legacy of wealth to build on. She's focused on her finances. And she's the Queen of Swords, which means she is, she's evolved. She's become a queen, all right? She's become a queen, and she is, and she's put an end to something. She's put an end to being misguided, misled, thought, people behaving and telling her things that are not true, like this, right? You put her in the third party situation because you were pretending you were independent and on your own, but you weren't. And so she's in that energy of, anybody who comes towards me, I'm going to hear them out, I'm going to listen to them, I'm going to be fair. I'm highly intuitive now, though, too, because I've really developed that part of myself. And I'm focused on me, taking care of me, what's important to me, right here, right here. I'm on a brand new path that I feel is a destined path for me now, because I put an end to the way I had been feeling that I needed to be healed from. The star healing. I needed to find my own balance. And perhaps she's seen it, that she needed to have someone shake it up for her by doing what happened to her, which of course, nobody likes, and nobody would wish that upon anybody, kind of thing. But she's looking at it from a different perspective herself and says, look, I can be smart or I can be dumb. I choose to be smart. I am not going to let anybody, pull the wool over my eyes anymore. I'm that much wiser. Okay, I think she's in a really good energy. And so she should be. If you were to connect, try to reconnect with her like this, you'll be facing her as a Queen of Swords, at least for a little while, until you can convince her with sincere, truth and sincere behaviors that you're here for the long haul, not for a short time, good time, like you were in the past. Then she's going to hear you out, and she'll probably say, let's keep talking, but you have to get yourself there yet, big guy. Yeah, F guy, you need to get yourself there in that energy to have this lover's outcome. This is the Six of Wands. That's pride. That's success and victory and triumph. Okay, that, of course, yeah. Ace of Swords, you coming up truthfully, you making sure you're going to be clear and honest with integrity, cutting away the past, cutting away your past, your ways of being, and whoever is no longer serving you in your life back here. You're cutting away your past. And you're going to have this, you do that, following your heart, you're going to have the divine open up a brand new, inspiring path of truth and honesty for you. That's going to lead you to even more relationships and situations and events and possessions as well, like being able to acquire, manifest, and that sort of thing. That's going to be a higher integrity, a higher resonancy. That you're going to be feeling quite victorious for sure. There's the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Got the King of Wands here and the Knight of Cups and the King of Pentacles. But how do you see it happening when you're still holding yourself back with these lower energies? How do you rise above and take that leap of faith? That's what you want to find out. You want to find out how you're going to be able to lay this down so that you can have what you're hoping for, which is a leap of faith moving forward towards your lover. Okay? How? Okay, so yes, you need to move into feeling victorious and successful, that you've been able to lay things down that are no longer good for you, moving forward truthfully and honestly. And I got her cards mixed up. Yeah, and that goes there. Lay your burdens down, lay them down, because until this is what you want to do right here, but you still have the burdens of the past on your back. You haven't cut them away, but if you do, you lay your burdens down. You're able to cut your burdens away by cutting your past completely away as much as you possibly can. Even if you have kids, of course, kids, you know, you take with you wherever, but you know what I'm saying. And not be feeling like you've got other options besides the one that you say you want to be with over here and message. You'll be judged by her if you don't. If you make her feel like this, you need to make your final decision and say, I am no longer emotionally confused. I've decided who I want, and there's just one. Okay? And that is going to put you in the King of Wands energy, of taking charge and taking control. And you're more like in her energy now, especially with her being the Queen of Wands, as you see her being. Wherever that is, Queen of Wands, see? And you will be able to do this. Reach out to reconnect with her, the one that makes you incredibly happy, by moving towards her with the King of Wands energy and the King of Pentacles energy, with a Knight of Cups, an expression of friendly, kind, compassionate, caring, devoted and sincere love for her. But what do you got to do? Right? Always comes back to this. What do you got to do? You've got to spend more time with the divine, hanging upside down or laying it down in meditation or prayer. Whatever you got to do, you've got to heal. You've got to heal your fears that cause you to self-sabotage your movements forward. Those fears. So you may be afraid of what, because she's the Queen of Swords, right? You might be afraid of her cutting you out of her life forever because of how you handled her with the King of Swords, how you handled her in the past. That you just cut her off, just like without really any explanation or empathy or compassion. You just did it because you had a wife that you had to make happy instead. Okay? And you found that you've always thought very fondly of her. She's somebody from your past that you reminisce about, that you're nostalgic about, you have fond memories about. Because so when you did meet her back then, there was something about her that you couldn't let go, that it stuck with you, made an impact on you. But for you to go towards her after this debacle over here with your wife, you're afraid that she won't be accepting towards you. She's going to use her sword, of course. Let's see what the angel says. Get more information. Yes, that more information is from your angels. It's from the God within you. This here. The angels of temperance, the awakening you receive by gaining a new epiphany, kind of different perspective on what's been going on and why and how and when and that sort of stuff. And the Hierophant is quite literally you be God, right? And you laying down, resting yourself. And respite time could be meditation, but gaining an open window to the divine so that you can get the information you need to help calm your fears that are going to otherwise keep you stuck and not moving forward in your life. It's unlikely that if you don't, it's unlikely that you let go. And what else, Archangel Michael? It's unlikely that you're going to be able to make your movements or be well received by your person, your love interest, the Queen of Swords, if you don't let go of your fears. Okay? It's unlikely because she's in a higher vibe. She's in a higher vibe, much higher vibe than you are in right now. F name. So you have to let go. Or it's unlikely that you're going to have that beautiful reunion that you want. But you have to be assertive, which means taking action, right? Don't just be sitting there thinking, maybe if I just sit here long enough, it'll just take care of itself, you know. She'll show up, you know, she'll call me someday, you know, that kind of thing. Maybe not that, but in the near future, you will have a lot more opportunities to move forward if you become assertive. I hope that was helpful to you, F names, whether you're born 1985 or not, but take care of yourself. Until next month, bye for now.
My propeller, just like oil for my engine, just like water, they quench my thirst, just like